State Explained. South Dakota. South Dakota is the 40th state to join the Union, is the 17th in size, and the 5th least populated state. There's some debate over who actually joined first, North or South Dakota, and that's because the president who signed them into being states, Benjamin Harrison, grandson of William Henry, decided to shuffle the papers and sign them blindly as who would be the first state. Why he did this? Life before the internet was very, very boring, so he had to keep entertained somehow. Capital is Pierre, but the largest city is Sioux Falls. Other notable cities include Mission, Sturgis, Rapid City, and Mitchell. Dakota is a Native American people group. It means ally or friend. It is also an extremely popular given name. There are more people with the name Dakota than there are people who live in Dakota. The English word south comes from German, Süd, and possibly has the same roots into Indo-European as sun. I guess when I'm on the topic, there's no east state, so the English word east comes from the German word Ost, which may or may not be also related to the Latin Aurora. It's known as the Mount Rushmore state. The thing that everyone knows about South Dakota is Mount Rushmore. While never actually finished, it's one of the most recognizable landmarks in America. Carved into the mountain, the faces of some of the most famous, important, and popular U.S. presidents, and Thomas Jefferson. There's also the similar Crazy Horse Memorial nearby, in the Black Hills, which are actually mountains. There's a lot of places in the U.S. called Sturgis, but the most famous one is in South Dakota, famous for its massive motorcycle rally. South Dakota is one of the many states made out of the Louisiana Territory. The Lakota people, a Native American group, was given independence by the U.S. until they found gold in them darn hills and decided to do what the U.S. does best and ignore the brown people and steal their land, and siphon the land of their natural resources. Regionally, South Dakota's in the Great Plains Midwest region. Despite the obvious north-south divide that caused both states, there is also regionally east and west divide, divided by the Missouri River. East of the river is your stereotypical Great Plains of farmland and agriculture. So much they have a corn palace. But west of the river is more mountainous and has western stereotypes of cowboys. There's also the Badlands, where we're all of a sudden on Mars. Out there you find a lot of dinosaur bones, such as Sue, the largest, best preserved T-Rex skeleton, and possibly the mythical jackalope, a bunny with deer antlers. Politically, South Dakota is very conservative. Last time they voted liberally was in 1964. There's been no presidents born in South Dakota yet, but some famous people who have been are Brock Lesnar, Mean Gene Okerlund, Sitting Bull, and Crazy Horse. Some notable media set in South Dakota include The Boy Behind the Door, Deadwood, Alice Cooper's Bigfoot, and debatably Phineas and Ferb. But what do you guys think? You from South Dakota? You plan on visiting? Can I leave anything interesting out? Let me know in the comments below.